Okay guys, so first of all, IELTS reading is the second subtest. Subtest means when you go to take your IELTS test, three tests are conducted together: listening, reading and writing. So reading is the second subtest. When they start reading, first of all, they will put the question booklet on the table. You will not be allowed to touch it. And when the examiner announces that candidates, you can start your reading test, then you can pick up that reading question booklet, and answer sheet is same as you have the listening answer sheet. One side reading, one side listening, one thing. Second, in reading, no extra time will be given to transfer the answers to the answer sheet, and the examiner will only check the answer sheet. One of my students here from Pakistan, she appeared in IELTS, she was very confident, she did all the reading tests, and at the end, the last 2 minutes were left when she realized that she had to transfer the answers to the answer sheet. Now imagine 2 minutes, 40 questions, and your hands are shivering like Mr. Bean in one episode at the end when he finds trigonometry and the other one, right? So you should be careful. I advise you all, once you are done with section 1, transfer the answers. Then you do section 2, transfer the answers. And section 3, write your answers directly to the answer sheet. Okay? So that you make sure, and at the end, what happened to the lady? She was begging, crying, please, it's my lifetime thing, my reading test went very well, please, 1 extra minute and all that. They snatched, and then they said, okay, we'll talk about it. They're very clever. They're like, okay, we'll discuss it. Well, you can complain at the end of the test. Who are you? Okay, we don't know you, right? Move, leave this place and all that. So transfer your answers to the answer sheet, because examiner will only get the answer sheet. Question booklets will go to the, scrap. Okay, they will not check the question booklet. Only the answer sheet is the thing which they're going to check. Clear? All right. Now, listen carefully. Today we are going to solve academic IELTS reading test. Next week we will solve general training reading test. Okay. Academic reading is a little more difficult than general training, number one, and it's longer than general training. But in general training reading, section 3, that is exactly the same like academic reading. So when you do academic reading, you can master the skill which you can use in general training reading also. That is why I recommend my students, those who are doing general training, I recommend them to solve academic reading tests, and those who are doing academic, I ask them to solve general training reading tests if they don't understand reading. Okay. First of all, in 1 minute, you are going to skim through the passage so that you know where is what. Okay, so in order to skim through the passage, William Henry Perkin, when you read it, you understand nothing. It's not that he is my mamme da munda. Yeah, Pupo da vadda munda, William Henry. Pind ch rehanda. Not like that, okay? So I speak this Punjabi because I've got a lot of students in Indian Punjab. They enjoy these totas in Punjabi, okay? So, William Henry Perkin. Next, the man who invented synthetic dyes. Dye is color. If you go to the dyer, have you seen he has some powder color and he puts that in his thing and he dyes your clothes and all that. Ladies know better, right? So, William Henry Perkin, the man who invented synthetic dyes. Now we understand this passage is biography of William Henry Perkin. I'm explaining it, it takes more time, but you are doing it quickly when you are doing IELTS. And there is a pencil in your hand. You just underline William Henry Perkin, the man who invented, okay, man invented synthetic dyes, underline that. After this, you will read first sentence of each paragraph, and as you read the first sentence, look here, as you read the first sentence, with your eyes you are going to scan all the paragraph. And if there is any date, any important name, anything that starts with capital letter, you will underline that also. First line to read and then scan the whole paragraph. Let's do it. First paragraph, all of you please come to first paragraph. William Henry Perkin was born, underline that. Now it means over here they will tell us about his birth and initial life, and you can underline March 12, 1833, okay, and then there is something like functional laboratory, chemistry, okay, you can underline these words. Is that clear? Now please come to second paragraph. As a student at the City of London School, underline student, City of London School. Any question related to his studies, you will come to this paragraph. And underline Thomas Hall, you can see in the same paragraph Thomas Hall, underline Michael Faraday, underline 1853, underline 15. Is that clear? Right? Okay, then at the time of Perkins' enrollment, the Royal College of Chemistry, Perkins' enrollment, Royal College of Chemistry. And then move on, and you got to underline August Wilhelm Aufmann. Found it? Okay, Aufmann and all that. So anything related to Royal College, related to Aufmann, you will come to this paragraph. Now please come to the next column. At the time, quinine was the only viable medical treatment for malaria. Underline malaria, underline quinine. And in the same paragraph, underline South America, underline 1856. Clear? So anything related to that, you will be coming to these paragraphs. Next paragraph. During his vacation in 1856, Perkins spent this time in the laboratory on the top floor. Okay, and in this paragraph, they still talk about quinine. And then at the end, you can see Louis Pasteur, right? End of the paragraph, they've given the word Louis Pasteur and all that. Now you come to next paragraph. And by the way, you will do it very fast in less than a minute. Yes. Okay. Now we come to second paragraph here. Perkins quickly grasped that his purple solution could be used to color fabric. Purple solution, color fabric, you can underline that. And then Perkins' reaction, second last line there. Next paragraph. Perkins originally named his dye Tyrian purple. Named his dye Tyrian purple. So if they ask you any question, what was the name of the dye Perkins invented? You will immediately come to this paragraph. And also underline French, Robert Puller, and then at the end, third last line, Hoffman. You should underline that as well. Next paragraph. With the help of his father and brother, Perkins set up a factory not far from London. Now they are telling us about his factory. Underline the words 1857. Then they have given the word Empress Eugene of France. Underline that also. France, Emperor Eugene. Then they have mentioned the word England's Queen Victoria. Underline that also and all that. Now last paragraph. Although Perkins' fame was achieved and fortune assured by his first discovery. Now they are coming to conclusion. The chemist continued his research and all that. Then you can underline 1859 and then underline black 1863, 1860, and the last 5 lines artificial dyes, and then they say a crucial role today. A crucial role today means they are telling us something about present. Yes. Is that all clear? So you will do this commando action in 1 minute quietly and all that. Now you are familiar with the passage and we go to the questions. Always remember, in any section, whatever the questions are, your number one preference should be sentence completion question type. Whether it is 1 to 7 or it is 9 to 14, you should always start with sentence completion question type. Why? They are easier. Why? Questions and passage, they are in the same order. That's why you should start with that. Okay. Then number 2, true, false, not given, or yes, no, not given. Because in sentence completion, you just have to find a word to answer. In true, false, not given, you have to match a sentence with the sentence in the passage to find the answer. That's why. Okay, in true, false, not given, all the traps are in the question. And I'll teach you how the traps are and where the traps are. And by the way, when you start section 1, usually for section 1, the questions and the answers are in the first paragraph usually. Whatever the question type is, like 1 to 7, usually the answers are in the first paragraph. So you should start your search from there. Now listen, whenever you read a question, the first thing is you need to find a clue word. That clue word will take you to the place where there is the answer. For example, if you ask me, where do you live? I say, I live in Lahore, Kent. You reach Lahore, Kent. And then you ask me again, where exactly in Lahore, Kent? I say, Are Bazaar. It's an area in Lahore, Kent. You reach Are Bazaar. They say, where exactly in Are Bazaar? Then I tell you further. So the first thing is you reach the paragraph where there is the answer. Through scanning you can. Then you narrow your search and then you reach. It's the same like Google Maps. You know, the map is big, you're doing like this, it comes closer. Then like this, then it comes closer, and finally, yeah, this is my house. Or any other place like that, right? So that's how you need to come closer and closer and closer, and then I tell you how to find the answer. Question number 1, Michael Faraday. Did you read it anywhere? Okay, now first let's read the question. Wait. First we need to, and as you read the question, you must understand the question very clearly. Question number 1. Michael Faraday was the first person, now underline first person, to recognize Perkins' ability as a student of chemistry. Now just a second, do not find the answer unless I give you the time to do that. Because I have to, I'm speaking and you are searching the answer, and at the end you say, reading ki samajh nahi aayi. If after the class anybody comes to me and says, sir, reading is my problem, I'll punch you. Not slap, punch you. Okay, yeah. So please be careful when I am reading the question, you are searching the answer, and I'll not give you any trophy here that, wow, you told me the answer first. So understand, when I give you the time, then you should read the question. Now the question is, the point is, Michael Faraday was the first person to recognize Perkins' ability as a student. If he was the first person who recognized his ability, then the answer is true. If he was second person or third person or last person and they mention that, then the answer is false. And if they don't tell, they say he recognized his ability, but they don't tell whether he was first, second or third, then the answer is not given. Now go back to first paragraph. Please look for the word Michael Faraday. It's in second paragraph. Second paragraph, when I ask you, then you will tell me the answer. Second paragraph. Focus the line, his talent and devotion to the subject were perceived by his teacher, Thomas Hall. So was it Michael Faraday or Thomas Hall? Thomas Hall. So the answer is false. Very good. Question number 1, the right answer is false. Okay, now come to question number 2. Michael Faraday suggested Perkins should enroll in the Royal College of Chemistry. Look here. You already read Royal College of Chemistry. Now what you need to find, Michael Faraday suggested. How? Michael Faraday said himself to Perkins that Perkins, you should join Royal College of Chemistry. That it is true. Okay. If he joined Royal College on his own and Michael Faraday did not suggest, and they don't tell anything whether Michael Faraday suggested or not, then it is not given. If they do not tell anything, then it is not given. False is when someone else suggested. Not Michael Faraday, someone else suggested. Now go to Royal College and see if he was suggested by anyone, right? So then you can just tell me. Same paragraph, you can find Royal College, Royal Institution. Okay, what's the right answer? Not given. Well done. It is not given. I read second paragraph from 7th last line. Those speeches of Michael Faraday, speeches fired the young chemist's enthusiasm further, and he later went on to attend the Royal College of Chemistry, which he succeeded in entering, and all that. Now they did not mention whether speeches motivated him, but he himself did not suggest him that you should come to Royal College and all that. That is why the answer is not given. Very good. Let's move on, guys. Question number 3. Perkin employed August Wilhelm Aufmann, and you remember we read it, we underlined it, August Wilhelm Aufmann. Now look here. I employed you or you employed me. Means I gave you a job or you gave me a job, right? So they say Perkin employed August Wilhelm Aufmann. If Perkin gave a job to August Wilhelm Aufmann, then it is true. If August Wilhelm gave a job to Perkin, then it is false. And if they don't mention who gave a job to whom, then it is not given. Now the clue word is August Wilhelm Aufmann. It's in the 3rd paragraph. Good. I'm not asking 200 rupees fine on that. Okay, because others are looking, otherwise class will become a poultry farm. True, false. Not given. Okay, so just wait. When I ask you, then you know what happens when you utter the answer in the class, others they stop. Okay, acha false yoga, right? Huh? Okay, you'll be old soon, don't worry. In the class. Okay, yeah. All right, guys, what's the right answer? False. Why false? They said Perkin employed, actually he employed Perkin as his assistant, right? So that is why the answer is false. Question number 4. Perkin was still young when he made the discovery that made him rich and famous. Now look here. You just need to see if he was young when he made the discovery that made him rich and famous. True. If he reached his middle age, then it is false, right? And if they don't tell us whether he was young or old, then it is not given. Now please go back. It's the same paragraph, last line. Page 17, 3rd paragraph, last line. From where you found 3rd question answer, read on from there. Good. So the answer is true. Why true? Because they mentioned he became Aufmann's youngest assistant. Youngest means chota, sabse chota, right? So youngest assistant, and not long after that means he was still young. Exactly. Very good. So for question number 4, the answer is true. Very good. Now please come to question number 5. The trees from which quinine is derived grow only in South America. Look at me. In true, false, not given, they always manipulate the word only. Whenever you find the word only in true, false, not given, you have to be alert. They said grow only in South America. If it is grown only in South America, then it is true. If it is grown, it is native to South America, but grown at other regions also, in the other regions also, then it is false. And if they don't tell us whether it is grown only in South America or only in other regions also, then it is not given. Now you will look for the words South America and quinine. And be careful, there is a very good trap with it. It's the right side column, first paragraph. Now let's see how you understand the word native to South America. Native to South America. Macaw is a bird, macaw. It's native to Australia, but it is found everywhere, okay? So what's the answer? Actually, it's not given. I'll tell you why. It's very technical question. The question is, the tree from which quinine is derived grow only in South America. Grows only in South America and native to South America are entirely two different concepts. Grows only in South America means it is only grown in South America, nowhere in the world. Native to South America means it actually came from South America. So this concept, grows only, there is no information on that. That is why the answer is not given. Try to understand that, okay? Yes, very good. Question number 6. Perkin hoped to manufacture a drug from a coal tar waste product. Coal tar is the clue word. So if he tried to manufacture a drug, drug means medicine, okay? Then it's true, false or not given. Just go on. Very next paragraph. Coal tar. Coal tar is your clue word. For drug, they've used the word quinine. Quinine is drug, medicine. Page 17, right side column, second paragraph. During his vacation in 1856. Okay, what's the answer? No. Not given. It is true, 100% true. Why? Because they mentioned he was attempting to manufacture quinine from aniline and inexpensive and readily available coal tar product, and despite his best efforts, however, did not end up with quinine. Instead, he produced a mysterious dark sludge. Luckily, Perkins, and then they mention about that. So let's move on. Question number 7. Perkin was inspired by the discoveries of the famous scientist Louis Pasteur. We read it somewhere. Last paragraph. Where was it? Louis Pasteur. Yeah, page number 17. Last paragraph and last 2-3 lines. Just check. Perkin was inspired by the discoveries of Louis Pasteur. If he was inspired by the discoveries of Louis Pasteur, true. If he was inspired by something else, false, otherwise not given. So guys, the answer is not given. Well done, well done. Perkin was inspired by the discoveries of the famous scientist Louis Pasteur. They only said Louis Pasteur's words, that is his quotation. Chance favors only the prepared mind. Okay, that was said by Louis Pasteur. I often say this thing, but I don't know who said that. So, Perkin saw the potential of his unexpected find, but they did not mention that he was inspired and all that. So it's that. Is that clear? Very good. Thank you.